Tokyo Ghoul, an anime based off of a manga, based off of a light novel, based off of another manga, based off of not getting laid on the first date. It's about this high school student named Ken Kaneki and... Wait, what? He's in college? Oh shit, game changer. It's about this guy named Kaneki. And from an unforeseen accident, he has to get an organ transplant from a ghoul, a creature that looks just like a human being, except they eat people. And they have tentacles growing out of their backs. Plus they have superhuman strength, and some of them can fly, and also they have agility, and some of them are super... You know what, they're probably not that much like humans at all. But that's the ghoul inside the title Tokyo Ghoul, and also Tokyo, I guess. They don't actually say it's in Tokyo. But I guess the big giveaway that it's in Tokyo is that it's on top of the Tokyo Tower, so I guess we're good. Through all this, we must watch Kaneki struggle as he tries to integrate into both human and ghoul society without getting killed by one or the other. Seriously though, the first season of this is just Kaneki getting his ass kicked by both ghouls and humans who know about the ghouls. And the whole Batman Begins aspect about it doesn't really start until like the very end of the first season. But it's a decent watch nonetheless, and it's enjoyable throughout the entirety. And there's a third one coming out this December, so be ready for that. With the tired trope of guy gets an unfortunate accident and has to integrate into a society that he never knew exists, it's nice to see shows like Tokyo Ghoul actually have a different spin on it. And really, this show is all about the characters. I mean, the main character isn't all that too interesting until season 2, where he becomes the most interesting character of them all, and we barely spend any screen time with him. I see what you're trying to do here, Tokyo Ghoul. There's also the non-traditional thing of making the main character a college student, which totally went over my head. I thought this kid was high school, until like 4 episodes in when they said they were college students. And the main character, Kaneki, is actually an interesting creature, because he wasn't born a ghoul like everyone else. He was given a transplant, and his organs are all ghoul. So he's half human, half ghoul. But he still has the taste for human flesh, because they've established pretty clear in this series ghouls have to eat humans. It's what they yearn for. So they're really firm about establishing the rules about ghouls. Oh, that rhymes. There's also this interesting internal struggle with Kaneki, with him fighting his inner ghoul with his moral upbringing, who are constantly in conflict with each other. Does he stand by what his mother has always taught him? Or does his dead girlfriend succeed in pushing him off the edge? You know the answer to all this shit, or did you not pay attention to the box cover? The animation is pretty cool, especially with the cognés that they use, the tentacles that grow out of every ghoul's back. Each one of them manifests very differently. The one Kaneki has is a straight up bloody tentacle thing, you know, standard stuff. His ghoul friend Toka has a little bit of a pixie blood wings that come out of her back that shoot projectiles. And in a subplot with this little girl ghoul named Hinami, her mom and dad have 2 completely different cognés. Her mom has butterfly wings and her dad has a scorpion tail like one, and she's got both of those. And that has some interesting animation bits. Seriously, when you see very combat savvy characters on screen, a fight scene's about to happen, it's gonna look amazing. There is also a lot of surreal visuals going on here, especially within dream sequences. Everything is completely animated. There's also a very nice delve into the culture of the ghouls, you know, like, they're not just some mindless man-eating monsters. I mean, they could be, you know, there's certainly some of them out there, but, you know, they've got their own subculture, they got their own rules. You know, always wear a specifically tailored mask when you go out ghouling. Just tolerate eating human food so you don't stand out as much. Brush your teeth before bed, always use mouthwash, eat all your vegetables, you know, all that stuff. And we see this go on between other ghouls besides our main group. So it's interesting that they show us that. And of course, mankind knows about the ghouls. It's not like an X-Men thing where they kind of have to keep it secret for a while. Everyone kind of knows ghouls exist, and that murders on TV are probably caused by ghouls. That's why there's a specific task force created that specializes in exterminating ghouls. Not apprehending ghouls, exterminating. Now this is the part where it kind of just takes me out of it, because it's this like huge organization and they've worked probably worldwide. I'm guessing this problem is worldwide, and none of them realize that ghouls act exactly like humans except they have a hunger for human flesh. That's the only difference between them. Also, they have evil tentacles coming out of their backs, and they have superhuman strength, and they can fly, and okay, yeah, there's some differences, but come on, they're at the core, they act like you and me. So yeah, they suffered discriminate killings and they don't understand each other, and only they sat down and talked to each other they realized that they're not very different. Yes, we've heard this before. I mean, it's an interesting idea they present that some of these officers are out of their mind. But it's like every single one of them has a ghoul that killed their parents. I mean, it's just unbiased killing that breeds more killing. I'm seeing this lesson come from far away. I mean, come on, these things are pretending to have emotions right until the very end where a mother saves her child? Seriously, that's not hitting your soft spot anywhere at all? You've just grown cold to all this. All of you. All 1,000 of you have grown cold to this. Okay. I mean, considering that only 2 of these guys actually have an excuse for actually wanting to kill the shit out of ghouls, it's less aggravating to watch than it is to listen to, and yeah, discrimination, we get it. Think of another excuse to have these guys fight each other. And this manga is just a joy to watch from beginning, the middle, and probable end. But slow your roll there because the ending to season 2 is actually somewhat disappointing. So don't get your hopes up for that, because it doesn't so much end as it just stops. So I decided to read the manga, and the manga just kind of stops. Okay, turns out that was just season 1 of the manga. You gotta start reading season 2 of Tokyo Ghoul, the manga, which will probably be season 3 of Tokyo Ghoul, the anime. Are you all following this? Alright, are you confused? Good, because I'm confused too. What the fuck? I guess I gotta keep reading the manga until I figure out seriously what the fuck happened. Seriously, the continuation in the manga is actually far more disappointing than what you actually might have thought. But I see what they're trying to do here, but it's not for me. Also, text heavy. So yeah, Tokyo Ghoul, it's pretty damn interesting and a must watch for all you anime fans out there. Oh yeah, and the actual reason why Kaneki got the organ transplant in the first place is actually more disappointing than the ending to season 2. So don't get your hopes up for that explanation anytime soon.